Question number 1. A survey was made to find the type of music that a certain group of young people liked in a city. Adjoining pie chart shows the findings of this survey. From this pie chart, answer the following. First part, if 20 people liked classical music, how many young people were surveyed? Classical music we can see in this pie chart 10% of the total. We can take the total number of people surveyed as 10 as X, and then 10% of X is equal to 20. From that we will get the total number of people surveyed. Second part, which type of music is liked by the maximum number of people? Percentage is the highest in light music. So light music is liked by the maximum number of people. Third part, if a cassette company were to make 1000 CDs, how many of each type would they make? That means semi-classical, classical, folk, light. Each how many how many CDs they have to make. Let the total number of people surveyed be X. We can take the total number of people surveyed as X. Then people like classical music. Classical music means 10% people likes. So 10% of X, that is given here, that is 20. Then in the question it's given 20 people like classical music. So we can take 10% of the total is equal to 20. That means 10% means 10 by 100. Percentage sign means 1 by 100. So 10 by 100. Of means into. X is equal to 20. Again, X is equal to 20 is already here. When you are changing the side, it will come there in the numerator and this will go there in the denominator, or multiply by taking the reciprocal of that. So 100 by 10. We can cancel 1 0. 20 into 10 we will get 200. That means all together 200 people were surveyed. First part is the question of that first part. If 20 people like the classical music, how many young people were surveyed? So total 200 people were surveyed. Second part, which type of music is liked by the maximum number of people? So we can write maximum number of people like. Out of this we can see light music is the maximum number of people like. So we can write maximum number of people like light music. That 40%. Then third part, if a cassette company were to make 1000 CDs, so total number of CDs is equal to 1000, and then how many of each type would they make? So we have to find the percentage of this 1000 CDs. So first one we will start with light music. CDs of light music is equal to 40% of 1000. That means 40 by 100 into 1000. We can cancel 2 zeros or divide by 100 up and down. So we will get that as 400. Then CDs of folk music. That means 30% of 1000. So CDs of folk music 30% of 1000, that we can calculate 30 by 100 into 1000. 30 into 10, 300. Then CDs of classical music. Classical only 10%. So 10% of 1000, which is equal to 10 by 100 into 1000. 10 into 10, 100. Then CDs of semi-classical, that is 20%. 20% of 1000. Total CDs, that is 1000. So 20% of that. 20 by 100 into 1000. You'll get 200. So each type they have to make. Light music 400 CDs, folk music 300, classical music 100, and semi-classical music 200. We can check that when we are adding 400 plus 300, 700, 800 and 1000. Total number of CDs 1000. Second question. A group of 360 people were asked to vote for their favorite season from the 3 seasons, rainy, winter and summer. Which season got the most votes? Here we can see winter season got the most votes. Second part, find the central angle of each sector. For that, first we have to find the total and then take in fraction 90 by the total into 360. Then draw a pie chart to show this information. First part, winter season got the most votes. Then we have to write this in, find the central angle. For that, first we have to write in fraction. So total number of votes, that is 360. So in fraction, which means 90 divided by the total, 360. We can divide by 9, 1 by 4, 4 times in 36. 120 divided by 360. We can divide by 12 itself. We will get 1 by 3. 3 12s are 36. Then 150 divided by 360. 15 and 36 we can divide by 3. It will come 5 times and 12. 5 by 12. Then central angle. For that, this fraction multiply with 360. 1 by 4 into 360. Here 4, 90. 1 by 3 into 360. Here 12, so 120. 5 by 12 into 360. Here 330 into 5, 150. Add this all. 360. Total supposed to be 360. When we are making the pie chart, it's a circle. So sum of all the central angles supposed to be 360. That is central angle of summer, that is 90 degrees. Central angle of rainy, this all seasons. Rainy season is equal to 120 degree. Central angle of winter season, that is 150 degree. Now the third part of that question, draw a pie chart to show this information. For that, first we have to draw a circle with any radius. Then 90 degree. For that, just draw a straight line or radius of that circle in any direction. And then from there 90 degree. By using the protractor, baseline and center, 90 degree we can mark here. And when we are joining, that is 90 degree. 90 degree. And next 120 degree. For that, from here 0, 10, 90, 100, 100, 120. So 120. Then rest of that will be 150. So we can check. This is the center baseline. Baseline, center, and 150. So we can write it there. That is 150 degree. And that representing winter. So we can mark that as winter. 90 degree representing summer. This one rainy. Rainy. This is the pie chart representing the given data. If you want, you can color it or you can shade it by different colors. Third question, draw a pie chart showing the following information. The table shows the colors preferred by a group of people. Colors blue, green, red, yellow. 18, 9, 6, 3. Number of people who likes, and then total it's coming 36. To prepare or to make a pie chart, first we have to construct the table with central angles. For that, you have to draw the table first. So colors and number of people, and then that we have to write in fraction. For that, 18 divided by the total number of people, that is 36. We know that 18 and 36 2 times, so we can write straight away that is 1 by 2, or you can divide by 2 or 3, any number, the simplified form 1 by 2. Next, 9 by 36, we can divide by 4, so by 9, so we will get 1 by 4. 6 by 36, divide by 6, we will get 1 by 6. 3 by 36 is equal to, divide by 3, 1 by 12. So the fraction 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6, 1 by 12. Now convert to central angle. For that, this fraction you have to multiply with 360. 1 by 2 into 360. When you are dividing 2 and 36 with 2, we will get 18. So 180 degree. 1 by 4 into 360, we can divide by 4. 90. 1 by 6 into 360, 6, so it will come 60. 112 into 360, it will come 3 times, so 30. We have to check the total, central angle total, what is coming. So 30 plus 60, 90, 90 plus 90, 180, 100 plus 180, we will get 360. That means we can check our calculation is correct or not, or any mistake anywhere. For that, just add all the central angles total, always supposed to get 360. Now to draw the pie chart, first you have to take any radius in your compass and draw a circle. Here first angle is 180. So when we are drawing a line or diameter through the center, that representing 180. So this will be 180 degree. The next is 90. So keep at the center and then 90 degree. Then you are joining this 90 degree. Next is 60 degree. It's the center and then 60 degrees coming here. Then the rest 30. We can check the rest is 30 or not. You can see that is 30 degree. 30 degree. Again we can write inside each section is representing what? This is representing 180 degree means blue. Then 90 green, 60 red, and yellow, 30 degree yellow. This also you can color it according to the color here given, light shades or with any other designs you can give it for that to make it more colorful. So this is the answer of the third question. Draw a pie chart for the given information. Question number 4. From the figure, here it is given in different subjects. Students got the marking Hindi, English, Maths, Social Science, Science. The central angles are here given. And we had to find in which subject did the student score 105 marks. Total marks is here given as 540. From that, in which subject the student scored 105. For that, we had to find the mark of each subject. You have to prepare a table for that. So total marks, that is 540 marks scored in each subject. Subject and central angles are here given. For each subject, how much mark the student got. For that, we had to find the 90 degree for which subject. So 90 by 360. Total angle, sum of all these angles is equal to 360. So each one we are going to check. 90 divided by 360 and the total marks, that is 540. We can multiply with 540. This fraction first we can simplify or directly. We are by 18 if you are taking here 2 times, here 3 times. Then when you are dividing by 2, here 45, 45 into 3, we will get 135. Same way, the next number 65 divided by 360 into 540. Same way we can do the calculation work. Then we will get here 97.5. 80 divided by 360 into 540 is equal to 120. Then 70 by 360 into 540 is equal to 105. 55 divided by 360 into 540, 82.5. So for each subject, how much mark scored, that's already here we got. Now according to the question, first part. In which subject did the student score 105? 105 the student scored for Hindi. So we can write in sentence, the student scored 105 marks in Hindi. Now second part, how many more marks were obtained by the student in mathematics than in Hindi? Mathematics than in Hindi. So marks in maths minus marks in Hindi. The difference we had to find. Mathematics, he got scored 135, that minus Hindi 105. So we will get 30. So we can write 30 marks. The difference question is how many more marks were obtained by the student in mathematics than in Hindi. So we can write in sentence, that is student obtained 30 more marks in maths than in Hindi. 30 more marks in maths than Hindi. Now third part. Examine whether the sum of the marks obtained in social science and mathematics is more than that in science and Hindi. So first we have to calculate sum of marks in social science and maths, and also sum of marks in science and Hindi. So sum of marks in social science and maths. Social science 97.5 and maths 135. We will get 232.5. Again sum of marks in science and Hindi. Science 120, Hindi 105. So we will get 225. Now we can write according to the question, yes, the sum of the marks in social science and maths, that is more than that in science and Hindi. This is more than that in science and Hindi. Now question number 5. The number of students in a hostel speaking different languages is given below. Display the data in a pie chart. Different languages: Hindi, English, Marathi, Tamil, Bengali. Total 72 students are there. So first we have to make a table with the center angle and that all. After that, draw a circle and we can represent in the form of a pie chart. First we are going to write that in fraction. So 40 divided by the total number of students, that is 72. We can simplify 40 by 72. After simplifying, we will get that as 5 by 9. That is the simplified form. Here 12 by 72, which is equal to 6 times 12. So straight we can write 1 by 6. 9 by 72 is equal to 1 by 8. 9 8s are 72. Then 7 by 72. 7 by 72 we cannot divide. There is no common factor. 7 itself is a prime number, so there is no common factor. We can write the same way, 7 by 72. Then 4 by 72. That we can write when you are dividing by 4, 1 by 80. Then central angle. To find the central angle, this fraction 5 by 9, that into 360. Here also you can simplify by 9. When you are dividing by 9, 9 fours. Here 4 times 40, 40 into 5. It will become 200. Same way the rest. 1 by 6 into 360. 6, here 60. 1 by 8 into 360 is equal to 45. 7 by 72 into 360. That is 2 times here. So here 10 by 2 will get, and then again we can 5. So 7 into 5, 35. 1/18 into 360. 2 times, so 20 degree. Total we can check 60 plus 45 plus 35 plus 20. You get 360. Now you have to make a circle with any radius, and we can represent all these central angles on that. Here the circle and first angle, that is 200 degree. 200 is more than 180. So first we can make that diameter, that means a straight line. So this is 180 degree, but we have to mark 200 degree here. So we know that 200 degree means 180 plus 20. So we need 20 degree more to get 200. 200 degree is equal to 180 plus 20. So 20 more from here. Here. Then now we can erase these dotted lines from here to here, that is 200 degree. Now next is 60 degree, that from here can keep it like the same. This is the baseline, and 60 degree. 60 degree is coming here. Then 45. Then 35. Then the last is 20. We can check is that 20 or not. You can see that is 20. And also we can write each section representing what. First 200 degree representing Hindi. Then English, Marathi, then 35 degree representing Tamil, 20 degree Bengali. So this is the pie chart for that. Here also we can color it different colors for each sector. First one, list the outcomes you can see in these experiments. Spinning wheel. Here we can see A, B, C, D, and A is repeating. So the possible outcomes when we are writing A, B, C and D. Second case, tossing two coins together. When we are tossing two coins together, there are also four outcomes, which are, we can write head and head, tail and tail, head tail and tail head. Second question, when a die is thrown, list outcomes of event of getting a prime number, not a prime number, a number greater than 5 and a number not greater than 5. Here we know that when a die is thrown, total outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of these 6 numbers, first one, a prime number. Prime number means 2, 3, 5. 1 is not a prime or composite. 2, 3 and 5 are prime numbers. then not a prime number. That means the rest of the numbers. 1, 4, 6. Second question, a number greater than 5. Out of this greater than 5, that means only 6. Next is a number not greater than 5. So, except 6, all other numbers we can write 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 also. Not greater than 5. 5 is equal to 5, that we can take it. So, not greater than 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A number greater than 5, only 6. Third question, find the probability of the pointer stopping on D. In the first question, we know that there is 5 sectors are there, A, B, C, D. So, there are 5 outcomes. So, probability of the pointer stopping on D. Out of 5, D is one of that. So, we can write 1 by 5. Then second part, probability of getting an ace from a well shuffled deck of 52 playing cards. Total number of cards, that is 52. In one set there are 4 aces. So 4 by 52. 4 aces are there in a 52 playing cards or in a deck of 52 playing cards. So we can write 4 by 52. When we are simplifying, we will get that as 1 by 30. Now see probability of getting a red apple. Here we can see 4 red apples and 3 green. So total 7 apples are there. To get probability of getting red apple means number of red apples by total number of apples. That means 4 by 7. Question number 4. Numbers 1 to 10 are written on 10 separate slips, kept in a box and mixed well. One slip is chosen from the box without looking into it. What is the probability of getting a number 6, getting a number less than 6, getting a number greater than 6, getting a one-digit number? So total there are 10 numbers, 1 to 10. Now we can see the numbers from 1 to 10. 10 numbers are there. First part, probability of getting a number 6. Out of this 10 numbers, one number is 6. So the probability 1 out of 10, 1 by 10. Probability of getting a number less than 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers are less than 6. So we can write the probability as 5 and the total number of digits there means 10. So when you are simplifying, 1 by 2. Next, probability of getting a number greater than 6. Greater than 6 means 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 numbers greater than 6 out of 10. So when we are simplifying, we will get that as 2 by 5. Then probability of getting a one-digit number. All these are one-digit numbers except 10. So 9 numbers are there. 9 out of 10. Question number 5. If we have a spinning wheel with 3 green sectors, 1 blue sector and 1 red sector, what is the probability of getting green sector and what is the probability of getting a non-blue sector? Here the sectors are green 3, 1 blue sector, 1 red sector, and then total it will become 3 plus 1, 5. Now probability of getting a green sector. Total is 5, 3 are green. So we can write 3 by 5. Probability of getting a non-blue sector. Blue is 1 only, the rest of that non-blue. So 3 plus 1, 4. 4 by 5. Question number 6. Find the probabilities of the events given in question number 2. In question number 2, when a die is thrown, list the outcomes of an event of getting prime number, not a prime number, a number greater than 5, a number not greater than 5. Here it was outcomes, and in this question we have to find the probabilities. When a die is thrown, then the outcomes are, we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Out of this any number can come. So first one, probability of getting a prime number. Prime number means here prime number. Out of this, one is not a prime or composite, then 2, 3, 5. So 3 numbers are there out of 6. So we can write 3 by 6. Probability of getting a prime number. Any number out of this can come. So 3 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 2. Then probability of getting not a prime number. The rest of the numbers 1, 4, 6. That also 3 numbers are there. So 3 by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. Now probability of getting a number greater than 5. Greater than 5. Only one digit is, one number is there. 6. So we can write 1 out of 6. That means 1 by 6 itself. Then probability of getting a number not greater than 5. Not greater than 5, which means we can take all the numbers till 5, including 5. So that will come 5 out of 6. 5 by 6.